Discounty is going to be available on Steam August 21st of 2025. This is not your average store simulation RPG game. Your aunt Teller has brought you into the town to revitalize the business while she is in retirement. Now, Blomkest isn't your average town. There's some interesting characters and some bizarre things going around that you're going to uncover as you play through.
Huh?
In it, you'll go to your store and operate it every day. Your store will start out quite small, but eventually you'll expand out and have quite a bit of products you can sell and make trade agreements with vendors in the area so that you can buy local items to sell at your shop as well. That's my worker helping to restock some of the items before the shop opens. The store opens at 9 a.m. every day, except for Sundays. Nobody works on Sundays in this game. Barely. You got your computer in the store where you can do your ordering for delivery. So I'll order a couple things here. The delivery guy will come bring them right to the back here, and I'll just unload them off the truck. There's challenges that you gain points for, and when you have lots of points or enough, like I have 18 reward points right now, you can use it to unlock more products to sell and also other perks like extra inventory space and a quicker scanner at the cash register. You can buy paint and flooring from Sol Runa's antique shop, as well as other items, furniture that can be used both in your home, which is a trailer, or at your store here. So here's some examples of what's available so far that I have. So here comes our delivery. The delivery guy has arrived. You just pick the boxes up. So here's Mrs. Anderson. She's like this old little lady. You'll see her quite a bit. She has a cat named Winifred that you can interact with as well. So you can see above their head that those are the items that they're looking for. If something's out of stock, it'll kind of put a question mark there, and then you can let them know it's out of stock so that they don't get too angry with you. So the items have to be lined up based on their type for this. When you first start the game, though, it starts you off with typing in the actual price based off of like a price catalog. People can get impatient in this. And it can get pretty busy. Okay, so Tammy just made a comment about only tolerating the best. Tammy is the owner of Lapley Manufacturing Plant and can be kind of cruel. So the end of every day you get a kind of a performance card evaluation. It shows you how much you sold, how much you made, your bonuses, how many happy customers there were, and how many dissatisfied customers there were. You can hang posters up throughout the town that brings in more customers, and you can also get product-specific posters that'll bring more people in to buy certain products. So that's the end of a day here. Did just expand out, so we will have this space here. This is up into chapter 3 when you get the expansion so that you can get those. So you don't start with the store looking like that, but you work your way there. So let's explore Blomkest. So if I just press tab, then I'm gonna go to my PDA, and it's going to show all my tasks that I'm working on, the main ones and side quests, and then the completed. I can see my inventory here, which is mostly things that you can see on the screen or that's contained in this personal assistant, digital assistant. The plastic bag is where you can collect, you can just collect cans that you see scattered around the town, and then you can bring those in to the recycling center and get a little bit of money for them. They don't actually take up space in your inventory, which is awesome. Map of the town. So Discounty is here. You can see where we are here, a little yellow circle. There's a bank where you get the loans and speak to Derek, who runs the bank. There's the Turn Bar. That's where Hilda works. Elmer's home. Elmer is the, I guess, Blomkest representative, which he doesn't really seem to do too much representing of the town, since he seems to always be busy doing something in the park. We have to figure that one out. There's Town Hall. There's some abandoned buildings kind of in the same area as the Town Hall there that we'll figure out the story to that. John Key's home. John Key is like the hero of the town. His home is protected, and there's a statue of John Key in the park. This is my trailer home is in this area, and then there's this weird shed. I'll walk over there so you can see it. We got to figure out what's going on with that too, and if there's somebody inside of it, I don't know.
Huh?
Also, other maps to the harbor, and then the forest and the farm. Here's Silruna's house, or not house, her business, her shop. The items in here change every day. It's empty here because I've already bought. There's a farm area over here, which I'm not going to show too much of because I'll let you explore that part when you unlock it. And then there's the forest area too, as well, and this big house here. I'll let you discover that as you play, because there's a whole story with that. So back in behind, so this is Discounty, and then if I order anything from the hardware store, like extra shelving, if I want to have it delivered for an extra fee instead of just taking it in my inventory, then it'll get dropped off in this area here. And this is the John Key's home that we had saw on the map. There's an advertisement for the Drunken Turn for the bar. And this is the abandoned, cursed, but curious. Here's the trailer. And this is this interesting situation going on here. We don't know what's going on here yet. I'm really curious to uncover this. Check out the trailer. So it starts out pretty basic. You can add items into it. I don't know if we can eventually get a nicer house. I'm wondering about that. I'm gonna play through more and see if that's a thing. You can change the wallpaper and the flooring here too. You can use the same stuff that you could use in the shop. And you can always change your character's appearance at any point at the mirror. The bed is where you go to sleep at night. You do have to make sure that your character is back to bed by midnight. There's going to be these boards up around that you can put flyers on, and then it attracts more customers to your business. The flyers do need to be re-added as Elmer wants to take them down after a certain amount of time, and then you have to make more and then put them back up again. Here's the harbor area, and this is Barbara. the owner of the fishy stick factory. You can do business deals with her. We also gotta figure out the story of all these rats too. That's something that we're working on. Gotta figure out why there's so many rats all over the place. Here's the fisher. We can buy fish off of him. And he's got a little bit of a story that goes on as well. He lives in this house here. This is a abandoned fish auction. At some point, we're going to uncover that. So I'm interested to see the story on that one. I'm just going to take you around to the recycling center and then the hardware store, and then we'll probably have to go home and go to bed. So this is where you bring the boxes that you empty out from your stock in the store. You have the compactor, and then you can compact 3 either styrofoam boxes or cardboard boxes together, and then you bring them back here, and then you can throw them in to recycle and make some money off of them. This is where you throw the cans, and you can make some money off that. Now, carrying the boxes, the cardboard boxes to be recycled, they do take up space in your inventory, but the cans don't. Here's the park. Here's Elmer. See what I mean? He's always just kind of lingering in the park doing some shady stuff. We don't know yet. You can buy your shelving and coolers. These items do change day to day. I found that it alternates. So you can buy ones that like a deep shelf, which will carry 10 items instead of the basic 5 that you start out with, which is super helpful as you carry more and more variety of items. You can stop traffic. I can find a car to run in front of. Aha! Sometimes you'll wake up and there'll be something going on. There's a newspaper that gets dropped off. It kind of comes out after you do a milestone thing in the game or something's uncovered. It'll go into the newspaper and you can read about it. So there's construction happening here because we expanded out because our original store was pretty small. You can kind of just move items around. I'm wondering if you just stock from the back, like if you can put them all the way across, and then yeah, you can, I think. Yeah, you can. So you could just put them all the way across and then use the back area for just more storage. Discounty is a really fun RPG shop simulator with a really in-depth story and lots of interesting characters that leave you curious to find out more about their backgrounds and their stories. It's definitely a game I'm going to play through to the end because there's just so many bizarre things going on in Blomkest. What happens when I expand the store out further, building over their precious abandoned house that they wanted to keep as a memorial, and see what happens with the journalist, if they're going to write some dirt on the store. Will the townspeople of Blomkest get the store shut down, I wonder? Also, what's with the rats? What's with the biohazardous material? What's with the fish auction house? Will we uncover something there? I don't know. It really keeps you hooked and wanting to play through to the end to learn more and also see your progress in the expansion of the store, designing it, and also designing your own home and the ability to explore. So you can wish list the game on Steam. It will be available August 21st of 2025. I know I've been waiting for this game to get released because as soon as I watched a little bit of a trailer of a video, I knew this was a game that I was going to really love. Please definitely subscribe to my channel, Emma Nessie Gaming on YouTube. so that I can keep giving you review videos for games that are new releases. Thank you so much for watching.